Welcome back to my channel, Techno Trend Zone. Today, we're exploring some truly exciting possibilities surrounding Apple's next-generation Mac Studio. For those who love powerful desktop computing and cutting-edge Apple silicon, the next phase of Mac Studio's evolution could bring some major surprises. Right now, there's a huge question on everyone's mind: what will the future Mac Studio deliver? From potential release windows to game-changing specifications and possible design updates, this video will break down all the key expectations and latest rumors. Let's begin by taking a quick step back and reviewing where Mac Studio stands. Today, the Mac Studio journey so far. When Apple introduced the latest Mac Studio models in 2025, they brought notable upgrades to their popular desktop lineup. These machines featured the M3 Ultra and M4 Max chips, but something was missing. Many expected an M4 Ultra chip to complete the lineup, but Apple decided to skip it, at least for now. Apple's approach to chip rollouts is often unpredictable. Sometimes they release every version, Base, Pro, Max, and Ultra, but other times they surprise the market by moving directly to the next generation without completing the entire family. It's part of their evolving strategy to keep their product cycles fresh and flexible. Interestingly, the M4 Max chip turned out to be closer in performance to the M3 Ultra than many expected. Unlike previous jumps like the transition from the M1 Ultra to the M2 Ultra, the M4 Max didn't create a massive leap forward. This led many Mac Studio users, especially those with M2 Ultra models, to hold off on upgrading. That said, the M4 Mac Studio stood out for its price-to-performance ratio, offering a high-powered desktop starting at just $2,000. It became an attractive option for creators, developers, and professionals who wanted serious computing power without breaking the bank. What's coming next for the Mac Studio? So, what can we expect moving forward? Will Apple finally deliver an M4 Ultra, or will they push ahead to the M5 chip generation? The latest industry leaks suggest that Apple might completely bypass the M4 Ultra. Reports indicate that Apple is focusing on refining its silicon lineup and may choose to launch the next Mac Studio directly with the M5 Max and M5 Ultra chips. This would align with Apple's ongoing trend of selectively skipping certain chip tiers to speed up their innovation cycle. Predicted release timeline: based on recent supply chain insights, the M5 chip family could arrive towards the end of 2025. Initially, the M5 chips are likely to appear in devices like the iPad Pro, MacBook Pro, and potentially the MacBook Air. For the next Mac Studio refresh, we're probably looking at a launch window in spring or summer of 2026. Historically, Apple often reveals Mac Studio updates in March or at their Worldwide Developers Conference in June. Either would be a logical timeframe, but a WWDC 2026 debut would give Apple a high-profile platform to introduce its most advanced desktop yet. Will the design change? When it comes to the physical design, the next Mac Studio is expected to keep its signature compact form. The cube-like chassis and versatile rear ports should remain, but some subtle refinements may appear. Rumors suggest Apple could introduce new color options, possibly including space black or a refreshed space gray finish to match recent MacBook Pro color schemes. Such updates would give the Mac Studio a modern, premium feel without drastically changing its core identity. The Studio Display. Time for a big upgrade. One product that deserves serious attention is the Apple Studio Display. Originally launched alongside the first Mac Studio, this monitor reused display panels from the older iMac, and it's now starting to feel outdated compared to Apple's latest screen technology. The next Studio Display could feature several major improvements. Promotion: adaptive refresh rates for smoother visuals. Micro LED technology offers better contrast and longevity. Thinner bezels and a slimmer body for a more modern look. A next-generation Studio Display would perfectly complement the upgraded Mac Studio and could finally meet the expectations of Apple's creative user base. Predicted M5 Max and M5 Ultra specifications. Let's dig into what we might see inside the next Mac Studio. Possible M5 Max configuration: CPU, up to 18 cores, with a likely split between 14 performance cores and 4 efficiency cores. GPU, could support up to 42 GPU cores. Improving graphics performance. Unified memory, possibly expandable to 128 GB, which would cater to creative professionals handling large projects. Improved neural engine, expected to be faster for AI-based tasks and machine learning. Possible M5 Ultra configuration. CPU, rumored to hit 36 cores for incredible multitasking and complex workflows. GPU, might push up to 84 GPU cores, delivering stunning graphics capabilities. Memory support, could climb to 256 GB of unified memory, offering unmatched headroom for heavy-duty creative and engineering applications. Memory bandwidth, these upgrades could position the next Mac Studio As one of the most powerful desktops ever built by Apple, appealing to filmmakers, animators, software developers, and power users who demand extreme performance, what about pricing? Pricing will always be a key consideration. The current M4 Mac Studio starts at around $2,000, while the M3 Ultra version starts near $4,000. Looking at Apple's past pricing structure, we can expect the following for the upcoming generation: entry-level model, likely to start at $2,000. Ultra model, expected to begin around $4,000. However, with potential changes in global supply chains, component costs, and economic factors, it's possible these prices could shift slightly by 2026. Additional features to watch for: Thunderbolt 5 ports for faster data transfer and enhanced external device support. Wi-Fi 7 connectivity for improved wireless speed and stability, enhanced cooling systems to maintain peak performance under load. macOS software optimizations to fully unlock the power of Apple's next-gen silicon. The next Mac Studio update is shaping up to be something truly special. With the possibility of M5 Max and M5 Ultra chips, improved display options, and new connectivity features, Apple is preparing to raise the bar once again for desktop performance. Whether you're a video editor, 3D artist, coder, or content creator, the future Mac Studio could be the ultimate powerhouse you've been waiting for. So what do you think? Are you planning to upgrade, or is your current setup still meeting your needs? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Techno Trend Zone for more updates on Apple devices, tech innovations, and deep dives into the next wave of technology. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss the latest news.